So the time being 6:33 p.m., I will call to order the Thursday, July 8th session of the Norton Select Board. I'll let the record show that 4 members are present. Meg Arts is on vacation. We're also joined by Town Manager Michael Units. First up on our agenda tonight is we do have an executive session to get into regarding the ongoing case with Bella Music. So I believe the intent is to jump into that now and then reconvene in open session around 7 o'clock. So you pull up the declaration here. I declare under General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, that the purpose of the executive session will be to discuss strategy with respect to litigation, i.e. Bella Music, because a discussion of the strategy in open session could compromise the purpose of the executive session, and with the board to return to open session at the conclusion of the executive session. Anybody want to move that the board go into executive session?
I was trying to find what I was supposed to read, but yes.
I move that the board go into executive session under General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21, lowercase a, 3, for the purposes and reasons declared by the chair, and with the board to return to open session thereafter.
Second.
Motion and a second. Roll call vote. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
Mike? Sorry, Michael?
Aye.
And I too am yes. So we will, I believe this is the link we are using for our executive session. So for, so Peter, Matt McHugh, Norton Media Center, if you guys are able to jump off for a bit, you can feel free to rejoin the waiting room, and we'll let you in as soon as we're good to go.
I think desperately yell. I just gotta run upstairs real quick.
Got it. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for your patience as we wrapped up our executive session. We've been asked just for a quick break by one of our members that we need to keep quorum going. So we'll get started again very, very quickly.
Thank you, Jack. I'm back.
All right. So I believe, Christine, you still around?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. So we have our 3. We're running with a small ship this evening, so bear with us. All right. We've let the record show that we resumed the meeting at 7:13 p.m. There are now 3 members present. Michael Jewell had to jump off for a work obligation at 7 o'clock. So with that said, we will now get started with the remainder of our open session agenda. The first of which is the public comment. So if anyone has anything that they would like to say, in 2 to 3 minutes, please raise your hand. And you're welcome to do that now if there's anything coming up on the agenda that you'd like to address. Sorry. Rob, I saw your name go first.
Okay, well, I saw on the, your agenda what the executive session discussion topic was that ran long, so I'll just ask, is there any news on that?
All we are able to say is that ourselves and the Fuses are working with our respective attorneys to come to a resolution.
That actually is fantastic news. Good update.
I agree. Awesome. Thank you, Rob.
Nope, that's all I wanted to hear. That's great.
Peter.
Yes, and I can't wait to get back to in-person meeting soon. And tomorrow, Elsa's gonna hit. It's my take. Rain and wind. Gonna be 40 miles per hour. But I'm hoping that we don't lose power in Norton tomorrow because of Elsa. And if you lose power, don't call the police department. Call National Grid. And hopefully, this storm won't be bad for rain and wind, right?
That's right. And thank you for the reminder to leave our fine police force out of the phone tree when power goes off. They have enough to handle with down trees and power lines and all the rest of the things that they do. So thank you, Peter, for that.
Jack, just, I'm going to, as usual, that link for the outage map will be up in announcements, prevalent for people just to click on. That's always the best. National Grid's always the best source of info, so I always just have that up for things. And it's just going to be up through the day tomorrow.
Excellent.
That's right, Rob. National Grid was always prepared during storms, and hopefully won't be as bad outage-wise, and hopefully the lights will stay on my house because I need the power to keep people informed during a storm.
All good. I'm just in the links there for anybody seeking info tomorrow.
Yep. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll move on to appointments, resignations, and retirements, of which I see none.
Jack, I believe Matt McHugh was raising his hand.
Yes, Christine, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, I didn't see it. And if I lowered your hand accidentally, it's because I have very fat fingers and I'm working on a phone.
Okay, I don't know how the Zoom thing works, but I literally waved for my hand. So.
Oh, sorry. All right.
I'm unfamiliar with this format, so I'm not sure if this is the appropriate place, but I am the prospective buyer of the lot on Newland Street. And I believe the attorneys for the town of Norton were going to reach out to you to see if potentially we could get on the agenda for today about the right of first refusal and the waiver that needs to be signed.
Yes. So the town manager made us aware of that just a few minutes ago. So we will take care of that as one of the items under our new business.
Okay, thank you. So
as an item that could not have reasonably been foreseen before the meeting, we can get that addressed tonight.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Excellent, thanks, sir. Appreciate it. All right. As I said before, there appear to be no appointments, resignations, or retirements, which brings us to licenses and permits. There's quite a few of them this evening. First one is a vote to approve a one-day all alcohol liquor license to Gretchen Conrad. I can say that there is no relation to myself for a private event at the Everett Leonard Park from 12 p to 3 p on Saturday, September 4th, 2021. Any questions? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Any questions on that? Assuming none. So I have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
And yes as well. Next in the list is...
Hey, Jack,
Yes.
can we just, in the interest of time, can I just motion these? Like straight from the beginning?
Yeah, why don't we open it up to if there's any questions on these. I will say that for items 3, 4, and 5, you'll see that it is a private event at a private address. These individuals have retained a tip-certified bartender or bartending company to run some fundraisers there and want to make sure that they are following all applicable items. Didn't want anybody to think that if you had a small gathering at home where you were serving beer and wine, that you would need a permit. We're not that kind.
This meeting is being recorded.
So, if there are no other questions, then yes, the chair will entertain a motion to approve all of. Mike, do we have to do this?
I'll go one at a time, but I'm gonna move them out, and Christine can second them, just rather than you doing it and then entertaining a motion.
Sounds good. Go for it.
Okay. So to move that the board approve the application for a one-day liquor license for Brienne Ragusa. The location of the event is Everett Leonard Park, Norton Town Pool on July 21st from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Private party for 50 to 60 people.
I am a yes as well.
This meeting is being
And I'm going to move that
recorded.
the board approve a one-day liquor license for Bob and Heidi Midas. I might be butchering names. It's at 98A Birch Street, Norton, Mass. July 9th from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Private party for 25 people. And this is the one that you referred to with having the fundraising event.
That was a motion. Okay, motion and a second. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
I am a yes as well.
Okay, and I'm going to move for the board to approve one-day liquor license for the same Bob and Heidi Midas at 98A Birch Street, Norton, Mass. on July 10th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. for a private party of about approximately 100 people, and that's it.
All right, a motion and a second. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
Well, I'm a yes.
Okay, and I will move that the board approve one-day liquor license for Bob and Heidi Midas at 98A Birch Street, Norton, Mass. on August 28th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for a private party and approximately 100 people attending.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
I am a yes as well. Thank you very much, Renee, for speeding that along. Which brings us to our announcements and Christine's favorite part of the meeting.
I will also try to speed it along as quickly as possible. So the first announcement is the Friends of the Norton Public Library book sale, which unfortunately due to the rain has now been postponed to July 23rd from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Again, dependent on the rain. And also, Lee Parker would like us to know that registration has begun for summer reading at the library. And the Friends purchase gift cards from Norton businesses for prizes when people check out items. And they have a packed calendar for all ages. You can see the calendar at the Town Hall bulletin board or online through the Norton Public Library's website. Then we move on to, what do I have next? The Veterans Council Cornhole Tournament, which I'm so sad I'm going to be missing. But so it's Saturday, July 24th, and it's 11 a.m. registration and warm up, 12 p.m. start. $50 per two-person team. It's a 32-team double elimination tournament. It's at the Norton VFW. And if you want to register, send a registration form to Sharon_Rice at Comcast.net. Or they take Venmo as well. So I guess they'll have outdoor and indoor cash bar admission for cookout, and music only is, I think it's $10. And you have to bring your own lawn chairs, but that'll be a good time. So you can head over for that. Then we have ice cream in the park. So this is sponsored by the Norton Police Department and Parks and Rec. It's a free event. It's called Ice Cream in the Park. So they'll be giving ice cream to kids who come and hang out in the park with our police officers. They can meet them, and there's also going to be a Norton Police Department versus Kids kickball game. And we like to thank the ice cream that is generously donated by New England Ice Cream. This is on Wednesday, July 21st, 6 p.m. to 7:30 at Everett Leonard Park. And then going with the concerts in the park, unfortunately, because of the rain, the Anderson Grand Band has had to been postponed. But on July 16th, which is going to be the first one for Concerts in the Park series at Everett Leonard Park, it'll be Radio Honey. So you can, and that's 6:30 to 8:30. So you can head over there for some music. And lastly, the Norton High School cheerleading night at Swamp Donkeys is Wednesday, July 14th, 2 to 8 p.m. And it's right next to Jasmine Garden if you haven't been there. A percentage of the daily sales will be generous donated to the Norton High School cheerleaders, and I believe it was 20%. So head on over there for some good ice cream. And I think that's all I have.
Thank you, Christine. Regarding Swamp Donkeys, I know they posted an update today. They've been doing a small fundraiser for Aubriella DeRoja, the obsessed signs that you see around town, and they were able to, through such a promotion, donate, I think, $230 to her GoFundMe. So they definitely try to give back as much as they can. Much appreciated. Any other announcements, Renee?
No, Jack.
Okay. So we're on to our new business. If you guys don't mind, I propose that we address Mr. McClue's matter first.
And Jack, just for clarity, we didn't know that this was a time-sensitive issue that needed to be heard today.
That is correct. My understanding is that this is something that needs to be handled expeditiously. So Mike, do you want to speak to us about this?
Sure. So we did get an email from Sharon Everett at Colton and Page saying that this matter could be taken up as unanticipated new business. So this land was in 61A, and the town, you voted not to exercise the town's right to purchase. And they need the board to sign. Can I share my screen?
You should be able to.
All right, let me share this.
So this seems to me another piece of arcane formality that needs to be followed in order to adhere to a state guideline.
Yeah, and Matt can speak to what he's been going through while I'm getting this up.
Yeah, it's been quite a process, especially today. I went in to my attorney's office to actually close, or I thought close on the property, and come to find out this was identified as an issue. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to review.
And I know Jen spoke to Sharon. So if Jen wants to add anything else.
I don't have too much more to add in, just I had pretty much the email correspondence with her, which I shared with the board momentarily ago, just explaining exactly what's been going on, and it has the attachments also included in there. But it's basically what Mr. Yuan has described.
And Mike, has town council reviewed this?
She has, yes, she sent this to us. So what they needed was this signing of a notice of non-exercise of right of first refusal. We did send them a letter stating that you had voted, but now they need this document signed.
Okay.
I personally have no issue with this. It's just doing what we did before in a different way. So the chair would entertain a motion to authorize the signing of the notice of non-exercise of right of first refusal for the lot in question. That's 61A Mill Street.
So moved.
Second.
Excellent. Motion and a second. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
And I am yes as well. Excellent. So Mike, send that through on the hello sign, and we'll get that squared away as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Promise to good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right. With that matter handled, we will return to our original new business for the evening, first of which is a discussion and or vote to set the annual town meeting date.
Yep. It's hard to believe that that's here already. And I'm recommending that we set it for Monday, October 25th at the high school auditorium, and open the warrant tonight. Would be open until August 31st at 3:30 p.m.
Mike, did you say Monday, October 5th?
25th.
Didn't we do them on Tuesday nights before?
No,
No, We've done Mondays, and if it carries over, we've gone to Wednesdays for the carryover.
I have no issue with either that date or opening the warrant this evening. I believe the closing date is set set backwards from the town meeting and not from when we do it tonight. So the sooner we open it, the more time people have.
And it would close on August 31st?
August 31st at 3:30.
3:30.
Why is it 3:30 and not 4 or 5? Is that a Friday?
Tuesday.
That's so we can prepare the list of articles and get it to the town clerk before 4:30.
Oh. So you're really taking it to the last minute. So that date's based on 60 days prior to the town meeting?
It's at least 45 days prior to the town meeting that the warrant closes.
Okay, do we need to set that, the backup date or the extra date now versus waiting till?
We could do that, set the Wednesday night, just in case, sure, that'd be good.
All right. So Chair would entertain a motion to set the primary date for the annual fall town meeting to Monday, October 25th at 7 p.m. at Norton High School, with a secondary date of Wednesday, October 27th, also at 7 p.m. in the Norton High School.
So moved with discussion.
Okay.
Second.
All right. Let's open up discussion.
Jack, my only discussion is I don't believe that we have to set the location right now. I don't know if we set it now, if that blocks us into anything, and I only say that because, I mean, I guess the date would need to be moved too, but if something changes with the current environment and all of a sudden we have some sort of inside issue.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that's not the case, but.
Yeah, you could change the location later if you had to. That
Okay.
won't be an issue. Let's hope not.
I know, let's hope not too. I was just reading today about, I'm sorry, Jack.
I interrupted you unintentionally. Please go.
What was that? You interrupted me intentionally?
Unintentionally, unless my Freudian slip went through.
No. I was just reading today about how the like 90% of the deaths right now seems to be linked to those who are not vaccinated in the Delta variant. So,
yeah.
You know, let's hope that doesn't mean that things are going to change here in a couple months.
So I'm fine amending the motion to not have a specific location. We can set the date and the time with a location TBD closer to the time. I see no issue with that.
Either that, or you could set the auditorium, and then you could change it later if you have to.
Okay. I'm fine pushing it through with the high school. Yeah, I'm fine. Let's be positive and let's push it through with the high school auditorium for now. And then let's hope it's like our prophecy.
Yeah.
All right. So I will unamend my revision to the original motion, which to restate for the confused folks following along at home. There is a motion to set the annual fall town meeting date for Monday, October 25th at 7 p.m. at the Norton High School Auditorium, with a spillover date of Wednesday, October 27th, also at 7 p.m. At the Norton Auditorium. So we had a motion and a second, and the motion remains intact. So we're going to vote. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
And I too am a yes. Thank you, Mike. Next is a discussion of the warrant articles for the August 9th, 2021 special town meeting. I'm assuming you can share your screen so we can see those.
So we have three articles. One is the TIF for Yale Appliance. Another one is a prior year bill. And then a third would be to set a fundamental speed law in Norton, adopt the state statute.
Great.
That's it.
So, do I recall correctly from previous discussions that are there implications that come with adopting the universal state speed law? Or is it just something we can do and then that allows us to modify these speed limits?
That would give you the option that you don't have right now without engineering studies to be able to lower the speed limit on roads in town.
Okay. So it allows us to lower that, not increase it.
That's a good question. You probably could, I don't know. You probably could increase it, but
It gives us more flexibility.
yeah.
Sounds.
Mike, can we find that out, obviously beforehand, so we're fully
Right.
informed?
Yeah.
I think it's fine to keep it on the agenda, but, and you know, it's funny because I actually had a reminder come up and Jen, I apologize, because for whatever reason, the reminder came up today and not 2 days ago, for an update on that issue at South Worcester. Maybe we can email the board. I know a couple of people were working on that and neither of them are on this call. Maybe we can just have an update at the next meeting on that topic, because that's what this was directly related to.
Yep. So I did hear from Mr. Noble, who was the resident in that area that had sort of originally flagged this as a concern, and he was very excited to see this on the warrant as proposed. He said that things do seem to be improving down there, and he believes that the speed limit reduction will only help further. So very appreciative of what the town's done to date. So Mike, do we have the language for these that we can vote on, or is this just a discussion and then we vote later?
We do have the language on the TIF.
I think we looked at that last meeting.
Right.
Right, and we just asked, I think that what we were waiting on was town council to review.
And town council did review it and approve the language.
No changes?
No changes.
Okay. Do we need to have that separate? Because it does just say discussion of warrant articles.
If there's no rush, I'm fine to have that on our next meeting and just run through all three at once. So I don't think or when is FinCom meeting, Mike? Just so we can...
FinCom's meeting on the 13th, next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday, okay. So yeah, we're not gonna have all three by then, so I think we'll be fine. So why don't we just do this at our next meeting?
Okay.
Okay, great. So that is the special town meeting, and last item is review and or vote to accept the grant to the Norton Conservation Commission from Norton Cable Access Board of Directors in the amount of $2,500. So how did we earn this? Or how did Conservation earn this?
Jen was looking for some help down at Camp Edith Reed, setting up large TV screens, and so cable access, she applied to cable access and they provided her with a grant.
That's excellent. Do I take that to understand that there are going to be TV screens permanently mounted down there?
There is, so that people could use the function hall, use it as a function hall for training or anything like that.
Is it in a fixed building?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I was picturing something like Edith Reed.
No.
You have that. I'm sorry, not Edith Reed, Everett Leonard.
No, this is, can't be a treat. And actually Jen is having a potluck lunch down there on the 13th, so that town employees can come down and see the work that she's done down there.
Didn't she invite us down for a day to see the inside of that as well? I vaguely remember reading it, but I don't, and I really hope that that time hasn't happened already.
It hasn't.
Yeah, I think that's what Mike just mentioned.
It was the potluck too? I thought it was outside the employees. I mean, we can look later.
Yeah, you definitely should. It's nice.
Yeah.
You've done a great job.
I saw it on a Zoom. I mean, it wasn't completely done, but she showed it, which I thought it was great.
I see her coming back with her paintbrushes every day from down.
Okay, so, Jack,
I found the email. It's July 15th from 5 to 7. That's at the Environmental Center.
thank you.
That's all.
Interesting. So Renee, I believe you were making a motion?
I was. I'll move that the board vote to accept the grant to the Norton Conservation Commission from the Norton Cable Access Board of Directors in the amount of $2,500.
Second.
Great. Motion and a second. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
2 and yes. Our helpful secretary Jen has let me know that I was working off an old version of the agenda, so there are actually 2 more bonus new business items that we need to go through tonight. So for anyone who wanted this meeting to end 2 items earlier, please send your notes of concern to jreed@nortonmaus.com.
Jen, I have that on my printed copy, so it's definitely going to Conway at nortonmaus.com.
And in Jen's defense, we just heard from Sharon this morning. The passing on the properties is the 15th. And she said, I didn't see anything on the agenda. What do we need on the agenda? So that's why these items were added to, and I think you should have the motion.
Yep, is that in the, okay. Yep, we all got sent that this afternoon at 3:50.
And which one for this are we? It's not the 120, 78.
It's
78 East Main Street. That one.
it's both.
There's 2.
Both properties. Yep.
I have 2 different ones associated with 78 East Main in the email. 2 different attachments. I'll just launch them both.
And these are the purchase and sale agreements that we had previously approved.
Yeah, so if I could, this would be to vote to purchase the first one, the property at 78 East Main, execute the acceptance of the deed and any other documents, and authorize the treasurer to borrow in order to fund the purchase. And it's the same for 116, 120 Mansfield Ave.
And these are the properties for the town hall and the senior center or community center. Jack's gonna come after me on that
Senior
one.
and Community Support Center.
Thank you, Jack. I apologize. I think I kind of made it both in there.
You did. You got all the words. It's enough.
In the wrong order. Okay. I'm just opening documents now.
It's fine. So are they both set to close on the 15th, Mike? Is that what
They are. Yes.
And I believe the PBC, are they meeting on the 12th or the 19th?
I don't remember, Jack.
The 12th.
Not
Well,
Peter.
thank you, Peter.
meeting tonight. It'll be in person, right, Mike?
That's right, Peter.
Don't let
Right.
me there.
I see the quitclaim deed. It's the other one that needs to be read into the record.
There's motions in the email just to give us the authorization to move forward. Similar to
I see it. I see it.
non-exercise of first refusal, it's doing something again in a different way.
Okay.
Everybody comfy?
Yeah, do you want me to move this?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to do the motion for 78 East Main Street. So I move that the board approve. Hold on, I have to read how this is written. Actually, I think I just write exactly how this is. So move pursuant to the vote taken under Article 1 of the May 8th, 2021 special town meeting to purchase property located at 78 East Main Street, Norton for general municipal purposes, and to execute and to authorize the select board to execute on behalf of this. Oh wait, I gotta fix this. Scratch that. And to authorize the town manager, Michael Yuan, to execute on behalf of this should read the select board, any and all acceptances, affidavits, settlement statements, and other documents necessary or incidental to accomplishing the foregoing acquisition, and further to authorize the treasurer to borrow $1,250,000 pursuant to said vote to fund the purchase of said property. I've attached, I don't need that one. Next part.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Christine was much better on that one than I was.
We'll go to the vote. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
I too am a yes, an enthusiastic one at that. You want to do the 116, 120 Mansfield?
Yes, sir. Move pursuant to the vote taken under Article 1, the May 8th, 2021 special town meeting to purchase property located at 116 to 120 Mansfield Avenue, Norton, for general municipal purposes, and to execute and authorize the town manager, Michael Yuan, to execute on behalf of the select board any and all acceptances, affidavits, settlement statements, and other documents necessary or incidental to accomplishing the foregoing acquisition, and further to authorize the treasurer to borrow $800,000 pursuant to said vote to fund the purpose of said property.
Second.
That was smooth. We have a motion and a second. Seeing no further discussion. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
I too am a yes. Excellent. Thank you, Mike, for that is a big milestone. We should try to do something to commemorate that. Thank you. Yes. And Jen, thank you for reminding us that we had to do that. That would be no good if we forgot that.
You're welcome.
Right. Back to the agenda. I see nothing under old business or town manager's report. Assuming that is correct.
I'm just reporting that I gotta go put the yard furniture away.
Okay, that is a good thing to do, so we'll try to wrap up.
Down here, it's gonna be pretty interesting tomorrow, I think.
Good luck out there. That's the, thank you for the town manager's weather report. And we'll move on to select board report and mail. Renee or Christine, anything you'd like to share?
No, Jack.
We'll go to the warrants and minutes. Payroll warrant PR. So I have authorized and signed the following. Payroll warrant PR 21-27 for the week ended June 26, 2021. Warrant dated June 29th, 2021 in the amount of $601,472.20, as well as invoice warrants AP 21-53 dated June 9th, 2021 in the amount of $399,132.94. Invoice warrant AP 2154 dated June 30th, 2021 in the amount of $59,295.85. Payroll warrant PR 21-01 dated July 1, 2021 in the amount of $93,972.83. Invoice warrant AP 22-01 dated July 1, 2021, in the amount of $1,183,739.24. And lastly, invoice warrant AP 22-02 dated July 8, 2021, in the amount of $5,926,381.76. That last one is so high due to a payment to training for the first phase of their contract. All right. Minutes, I have not gone through any additional minutes since our last meeting, so I suggest that we put that off for next time.
So moved.
All right. We have our next meeting set for Thursday, July 22nd. Is there any other business to come before the board? Peter, I do see you have your hand up.
Right, that's right, and I'm hoping that the July 22nd, 2021 meeting will be at the library with a hybrid, right?
That is my expectation. If we can get out of these executive sessions beforehand, I think we'd be in good shape to be able to do that. We have some vacation time, and the executive session sort of threw a wrench. I do feel bad. I feel like Lucy from Peanuts, always playing the football of the live in-person meetings from you in the last minute. So
That's right. Hopefully we'll be in person on July 22nd, right?
that's the plan.
That's right. And hopefully we don't lose power tonight, tomorrow, because of Elsa might take rain and wind, but not gonna be a bad storm. 40 mile-per-hour winds, not gonna hurt us.
All right. Thank you, Peter. I agree. All right. Seeing
I just have
no.
I just have a question for Mike or Jen. I saw the email, time-sensitive documents. How time-sensitive? Like before the weekend, essentially?
On the first right of first refusal document, I know that. If you could, that would be helpful.
Okay. I'll stop by tomorrow.
Those are in person? That's not what's coming through Hello Sign?
That one will come through Hello Sign, I think, Jen. Can they sign that through Hello Sign? Or does it require a notary?
It requires a notary, so I would have to personally witness the signature, so I don't know how that would work as far as an e-signature.
Oh, so we have to go when you're there?
Typically, or the town clerk's a notary, as well as a few other people, so if you don't catch me.
So I'll rephrase that. We have to go during business hours?
Typically for a notary, yes.
Okay. So what's tomorrow, 8 to noon?
12:30.
12:30.
Okay. Do you know that the last 3 times that I've had to come in to actually sign in person, it's been raining?
Jen, are you there right now? Jen, if you were there right now, I'd come there in 10 minutes, but.
Unfortunately,
I don't think there'd be an issue of you signing it, but I guess maybe I'm not supposed to say that, Jen. But I think a lot of times they get signed and I just bring it down a Lucia and.
That's the thing. We recognize signatures at this point too, so.
That's good. Is there any way we can amend that motion, Mike, to have just one member of the board sign those? Because I can get down there tomorrow during business hours if that's doable.
Why don't you do that? I think that'd be fine.
Okay.
We can't do that? And which one is this for?
The Newland Street property.
I'm sorry, I heard 2 voices.
For the Newland Street property.
Okay, oh, that's the one we don't have listed here.
Yep.
I mean, I don't mind, I was just putting in a reminder to go down tomorrow, but I don't mind doing that. Having you sign that.
Yeah, I can do that. I have a meeting at 9, and then, but I have a break from 10 to 11, so I can shoot down there then.
Okay, so I move that the board approve the chair, Jack Conway, to sign on behalf of the board the insert document name for the Newland property. I have nothing to go by, I'm sorry.
Jen will put that in.
I see the email that just came through. I
The notice of non-exercise of the right of first refusal. It's a lot of prepositions in there. That's right. I had a motion and a second. See no discussion. Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
Two will say yes. All right, so Jen, I'll see you tomorrow. For everyone else, Chair would entertain a motion to adjourn tonight's select board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Renee?
Yes.
Christine?
Yes.
Two MES. All right, everybody, we got you out of here before 8 o'clock. That's fantastic.